Hello, welcome in. Congrats on first Kitsune and well, no, not first. Rui and second Kitsune. You did it backwards though. Second came first, so. But we are back in King of the Castle. We do have to wait until we get 3 nobles again. I kind of don't like that they kind of like if they did like Ravenfall where you kept your character, that'd be interesting. But yes, good morning. I'm actually downloading because I did a lot of my edits, like the editing on my laptop over the weekend, so I'm moving stuff over so that if we need to wait, I can do some editing while we wait. Got some ideas from this one video, already 2 clips up. Just, yeah. Those who are sentinels in the Discord are allowed to be in the VC. I'm looking to see if I need to... Alright, yeah. I need... Just downloading it all. Shoulder hurts. Ah, the chickies are awake. got to put it out into the Discord as well. But I really want to check on the edit or the videos. Okay, that shot up overnight. So I posted this last night or yesterday. It went from just over 100 to over 300. So yeah, that's fun. Yeah, that's oh my gosh. How is it possible that I think I made the coffee too sweet with no sugar? Like it's the sugar-free alternative, but I made it too sweet. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so it downloaded. Go to downloads. Open you. Go to Phasmo. Ah! And move y'all over there. No, like, let me look at the analytics. Like, yeah, it was, Sunday, so last night, it was at 117. At midnight, it was at 205. And just now, it's at 340. Yep, so if you've missed the couple clips, I can post it on all sides. So that's the latest clip, but also let me take the pinned comment over here. So that people on the YouTube side know to jump over. Dang it, I forgot that you can't do it that way. Pin message. I'll just pin this message. If it gets pretty like at 7 when we don't have anyone, then I might just switch to something else. But if not, then I'll just edit, maybe. Like, just edit until we get anyone. There you go. It pops up on both sides. Which? It's so loud on the edit thing. Okay, so let me actually turn it down. Okay, so this is timeline 5. Oh, right. I didn't import it. I need to actually import the new one. Luna, honey, you're fine. Okay. Let's delete that one. Then import Phasmo. Okay, so this is all easy stuff to do. What you do is you can pick everything up, go to resync media files. No, wait, no. Was it unlink selected clips? No. Relink selected clips. Go to the folder that the clips are in. Just YouTube footage, Phasmo, select. For some reason, that song never gets found. Open file location. So that's found. Relink. The relink selected clip, select folder. That didn't get relinked. Okay. Okay, so you can find a media pool. So you can do this is go to here, go to Phasmo, find that one. That one didn't come over for some reason. That one came over here. Okay. Relink. Select. Still could not be found. Why not? Two 41109. For some reason, it added like a 2 at the end. Relink. Select. It's the exact same name now. Okay. Hi, Gumbo Gobble. Welcome in. If you would like to join as one of the nobles, you can do exclamation point join and then do put your pronoun. I'm editing a little bit as I'm getting ready. Okay, so I wonder if I have to add that .mp4. If I do that, will it relink? Relink. 3 clips could not be found. Why? Hello, Ant-Man. Welcome in. If you would like to join, you'd have to come over to the Twitch side, but you can do exclamation point join on the Twitch chat. I am editing a little bit. I'm editing a little bit in between, trying to get some of these edits. The link that's in the all the chats is the newest clip that we uploaded. It's actually did pretty well for, like, yesterday it was at like 100. Then at midnight it went up to 200, and now it's at almost 400. It's, well, 340, so like halfway to 400. So that's exciting. Okay, F2, Control A, Control C. Let's see. Phasmo. Let's unlink and then relink. See if that helps. No. What the heck is going on? Like, I guess I can re-import the clip. I'd rather not, though. No, like, that's the exact same clip. Oh, I can do replace. Okay. So replace with this. That worked. Ooh, that worked. Okay. In a way. Let me see if it actually worked. Yep, it worked. Okay. Now we gotta go back. Let's go back to Death 2. Be like, what is wrong with Death 2? Right, it can't find the Phasmo clip, which is, if I find in media pool, which is this one, I'm gonna replace that with the Phasmo clip. Hello, Captain Fox. Welcome in. Good morning. If you would like to join, you can do exclamation point join pronoun. I am doing some editing while we wait. You're in the north, yes. So we're still waiting on 2 more. All we need is 2 more to join. Find in media pool. We're going to replace selected clip. And this will be the Phasmo clip. Go. Well, let's go into auto subs, and there's still one more that we can't find. Replace selected clip. The entertainer. For some reason, that audio file will never be found. I always have to replace it. Cool. Now, I'm actually going to create another timeline. This will be Death 3. Create new timeline, create. This will be Death 3. This is where, this is annoying, but it's what I'm having to do. You're rolling a d12. Let's see what you get. so close to a 12, but got a 4. There is this one part over here that I need to copy over. Go to death 3. Nice, soften my addiction. Nice. Go to death 3. You got another 4. What is the probability of that? Name 2 of the same number. Okay, so we got this clip that I want to put the not camera shake. Well, I guess I could do camera shake. Make it kind of look like Suri is holding a camera. Yeah, so let's do... Why can't I add the camera shake to it? We have to do like new compound clip, maybe? Are you able to add more than one? You should be able to add more than one. Not in the transition. Literally just wanting... Like, I'm literally just wanting it to be... Oh, it's a transition thing. Okay. Not quite wanting... Or I... Ooh. I guess it could be technically a transition. But that'll be actually after. Hold on. I can add that later on. Well, I just want an effect. A CCTV. Yeah. Just want this. On the effects thing, I'm gonna have the recorder light on. I'm gonna have a tiny bit of scale. How about if I do 0.1? Okay, that's quite a bit. Let's do 0.05. No, that's not what I wanted. 0.005. 0.0005. 0.003. 0.0004. 0.003. Yeah, that should be good. I like the saturation. How about the saturation? Doesn't do much. Oh, it does a little bit on the side. I kind of like. The noise side. That noise strength. Blur side. No, no blur. Okay. Now we're gonna deliver this. This will get delivered into the Phasmo folder. This will be the Phasmo Suri point of view. looking over. Yeah, we still need 2 more people to join the nobles. If no one joins, then I'll just be editing. I'll just be editing this entire time. Alright, render all. That should only render, that should render quickly. Go back to edit. No, go back to F1. Go back to this video. We're going to import Phasmo Surrey point of view, exit out. Trying to figure out. Yeah, that's the way I did it. That's the way I did it. Okay. So I changed the layout. Now, from there, media, Osmosis. Why isn't it? Okay, come on. Go upward. Thank you. Don't. Why do you keep moving upwards? Just go back to that one. Okay. So now, I'm gonna edit it down. How you do it is get in the middle. Okay. This should be fine, especially with how the clip actually works. There's an orb. That's what orbs look like. Is that's what happened. Now, for the effects, there was a transition, right? That was the camera shake. And then camera shake off. No, there's no way. Alright. Okay, so the camera shake, I want it to slow down a bit. Slow down even more. Okay, so that's actually, the speed is fine. Bring it up a little bit. The camera shake doesn't need to be there, actually. Are there other... What about smooth cut? Smooth cut. How about, like, an edge wipe? Block glitch. Box twist. Box wipe. Brightness flash. Too bright. We had that. How about disarrange? No, too much. Drop warp. Elastic rubber. Ball and bounce. Ooh, film strip. Okay, so I want to look. Okay. Let's do quantity like 10. Or no, that's quality. Do it like that. Okay, 0.31. Yeah, like that. Okay. Now we're gonna go to YouTube. Loading circle, green screen. Play. Okay, MP4 download. MP4. Okay, so I know what I want. It's vehicle.
It just played the piano.
Yeah, right here. Ah! Ears! I got my ears. Alright. So we got this part of it. This is where I'm gonna have the perfect loading screen. So we can do this by going into color. And we need to saturate the green screen good. Which I think it's I did this the other day. How did I do this? Oh, right here. This is. Which one is this? Hue versus hue, hue versus sat. Okay, I need to go to the hue versus saturation. And then mark these. Okay. Okay. New fusion type. Hey, congrats on third, Captain Fox. Here, add. Okay. I think it's like matte. Yeah, okay. Because we want all of that to be black. There's still some green. Okay. Blah! Okay, so there's still a little bit of green, so hopefully maybe I can get the threshold to go down even more. That became very, very bold, so I think I need to keep it all the way up and move this back down. Yeah, there we go. Now you can't really see the green. Ow! That hurt. Okay, so got that. Hey, Opiko, you have joined. We just need one more and then we can actually start the game. I am editing it right now while we wait. I just did some green screening. And now I need to move this over. I'm like, what is going on? I'm just like, what is going on? What is going on? Color, hue versus saturation. Now, fusion, shift space, delta keyer, add. That and go to matte. Not as bad. And then 0.0005. Edit. Why is it? What the heck? Oh, right, I never turned it on to final result. Still green. That didn't work as well. I think I just have to control V it. Yeah. You guys just see my mouth moving like, what is going on? What is going on? What was my sanity at? Candy Banshee? I'm like can't be Banshee.
What? How? Well, when I went back, the sanity was at 70%. I'm like, how? Yeah, your 70 was your sanity. Exactly.
That was
No,
so fast.
but that was that. No, it's like if you bring fire in, it causes the That's only if it blows it out 3 times though. You can cause it. Blow it out 3 times. Someone lit it out 3 times then.
That's what killed me. That's what killed me. I'm looking over at the video. YouTube Studio. Yep, it's at 353 now. So it's not going up a ton. Like, as much as, like, some of the ones that shot up to, like, over 1,000. But it's not as bad as it could have been. So this isn't the main one that I want. The main one I want is actually going to take a little bit because I have to like compile a ton of stuff together, put it into the iOS app, and put into put it through the YouTube Shorts app, or like YouTube Shorts on the mobile app to get the song I want, so that's not copyrightable. And that's even if the song's in there. If it's not, then it won't work out as well. But I'm pretty sure it should be. But this part, the first part is always this is a let's go on Rio Def flip. This is going into the footage, add to render queue, and render. And then I always go to this website called eclipse.gg. Not eclipse.goo, eclipse.gg. So, but those who are in the Twitch side, if you have not yet did !join and then a pronoun, we need one more noble before we can actually officially start the game. Yes, I do have only about an hour and a half to actually get to play. Hey, Gumble Gobble, welcome in. I will be turning this off now so that we can actually get to the game. Yay. Alrighty, so that was saved. Save this, exit out. Let's get going. Begin game. You guys can still join in during the game. We're at this point of, yeah, so right now we have a few people in. We're going to we have this is Tough Times. So, Your Majesty, we've fallen upon hard times. Our villagers are flocking to the east, and we're running out of workers. So, this is Chief Captain Fox. It's not a surprise. The east is just a better place to live. Okay. Now, there's a little... Can Council help the north in its time of need? So, we can either donate treasury money to the northern peasants, enact a tithe on the east to raise money for the chiefs, and leave them to deal with it on their own. Let's see. to raise it to 9. Lower to 4. Casually making fun of Captain Fox. Yeah, I know, right? Level... And then this is raise trade. To at least 12. Raise the other regions. Total trade. To at least 12. Which is not really gonna happen with, like, it would take a little bit for the chiefs to get up to trade. Don't really want to swap. Hey, Poet, welcome back. Yeah, we were just able to start. We just got the 3 and are able to start. So I got some editing done on the one hand. So we can either donate treasury money to the north, which isn't bad. It would raise farming and lower defiance. At work to only okay, yes, definitely. Work comes first. Leave them to deal with it on their own. So I'm going to do the Monarch's golden choice. So this will, so basically if you pick A, you get money. You get, we're doing some bribery here. You get 500 each. So but this will up your guys' farming. Start vote. And it won't up defiance. So you have to do exclamation point vote and then A. Yes. So donate treasury money to the northern peasants, which is A. B is enact a tithe on the east to raise money for the chiefs, which is B. Leave them to deal with it on their own is C. A takes money from the treasury, which even though I made fun of them, I will donate them. Yeah, that's sometimes what happens. It's like you make fun of the person, but you're like, I'll still help you though. Maybe a pain, but I'll help you. I'm gonna continue because no matter what, the even if the 4th vote comes in. Oh yeah, the 4th vote did come in, so. Oh wait, no, the 3rd vote came in, but if the 4th vote was able to come in then. Alright, I can't tell you what this means to the north, your majesty. So treasury is now at 89 or 8,900, farming is now needful, and defiance is now aloof. The north is aloof. With the treasurer's help, you arrange payments to be made to peasants who remain in the north. The peasants have full bellies and the farms thrive. Alrighty, so now we're going to do a contentious sale. So, your highness, this is an outrage. Lord Patrician in the box is like it's trying to steal my bear from under my nose. Oh no, not the bear. It's Captain Fox again. Did you say bear? It is not his bear. I was about to buy this beast from an adventurer in the Tatterlands when Chief Captain Fox turned up, shouting and raving about Norn. This time, I'm not the baddie. No, Pico. Tell me about this bear. She's a magnificent specimen. She'd be a great addition to my menagerie. Why everyone bully Fox? I know, right? I suppose this is a matter for the council. Mark my words, if this bear is not brought to the north where she belongs, there'll be trouble. Oh no. Okay, so if it's sacred, Chief Captain Fox should have the bear. Finder's Keeper, Lord Patrician, Poet in a Box can have the bear, and encourage a bidding war between the nobles. So I'm looking. Captain Fox, who is he from? Um, honestly, what I would say is, not gonna lie, we didn't get any proof that it's Fox's bear. I know, right? So I'll just do Monarch's Iron Choice on choice B. So A, if it's sacred, Chief Captain Fox should have the bear. B, Finder's Keeper, Lord Patrician Poe in the box the second can have the bear. Or C, encourage a bidding war between the two nobles. Sorry! You did. You're gonna have the bidding war. Oh, sorry. Earlier I was editing the one where the Onryo death video. I'll have to when I actually get it into a short format, I'll have to send that to you. The Dutch, I like it. So I like it. In a furious back and forth, the nobles battle it out for the ownership of the bear. Eventually, Lord Patrician Poe in the box wins out. The Tatterlands adventure is delighted and goes away with more money than she knows what to do with. So, Defiance is now insolent, and Lord Patrician Poe in the box's wealth has decreased to $33.99. Yay! But yeah, so now the no grandpa jump scares are not a love language video is now 5 likes. Let's look at analytics. And 357 views. You just saw your Defiance. I know, right? That's not good for me. The bear turns out to be a fearsome creature with bright white fur and intent green eyes, and she's vast, even on all fours. She stands taller than a wagon. She's transported to the coast, sedated by special herbs. Lord Patrician Poe in the box II anticipates sellout attendance at his zoo. Oh, you're creating a zoo! To be fair, I keep going back and watching the Lord. I know. See, this is the funny part, is the videos that I think are hilarious are beat out by the ones I'm like, this wasn't as good, but I'll post it. Ow, I just hit my elbow. I talk with my hands a lot, so I just ran my elbow into my desk. Ew. Okay, so we have one more thing. I think. Oh, Creeping Dread. Oh no, it's the East again. Oh, so count the Lionheart VT. So, Lionheart, did Lionheart join, or is this just because he has been in it? Lionheart didn't join, but he's still in it. Did I feel that same thing happens to me? Yeah. Your Highness, ignoring the ghost in my deer park has only made matters worse. Aren't you sure? Are you sure it's not your imagination? Oh no, what's happening? Terrible. It's terrible. I never thought the counts would be so overwrought. Is there even proof of this so-called ghost presence? Megalago. Every time I visit the deer park, a terrible cold spreads down my back of my neck, and then I hear a voice calling my name. He claims to be my great-great-uncle Laszlo, who died last century in a dreadful hunting accident. He says if I don't pay attention, my lineage will be doomed and my name dishonored. Very well, let's call him up. Please, your grace, help me with this terrible trial. Okay, so... I think I'm going to... veto tell Count the Lionheart VT to open, and that hurt. Chief Little Turtle. That hurt. But, hello, welcome in. You can still join the game if you do !join and then put in your pronoun. Good morning. Okay, so I'm gonna veto this one. But you can either A, hire adventurers to deal with it, C, if the ghost wants Count the Lionheart VT to listen, he should do so, or D, destroy the deer park. Oh no, it is fine. May and I have learned to deal with bongs. I mean, it's why it's there. We have thick skulls, though it still hurts. I'm gonna give a minute to let people either join in and vote, or vote for those who haven't voted yet. For the twinette, sleeping. May is sleeping. If she's not here, she's asleep. At least this early in the morning. Wake her up then. Most of the time if she's still asleep, then she had a rough night. Also, I wouldn't be able to wake her up. The only way she would wake up is if her husband did the little ding ding on her phone. My TikTok people love you guys. Nice! Yeah, that was fun. That's actually, I think, one of the videos I saw on the YouTube side. I was looking up, I literally was looking up for crazy number, like, crazy laugh meme. Or insane laugh meme, and your video popped up, and was like, oh, okay. I know one way to wake up folks from a dead asleep. Ah. Okay. That was way too funny. I know, right? Okay, so we're gonna continue. The faith is gonna go down. If the ghost wants Count the Lionheart VT to listen, he should do so. The faith is now agnostic. Lionheart looked alarmed, but hurries away to do as you say. How talkative great-great-uncle Laszlo is remains to be seen. Alright, we're gonna end the season. Alrighty. Let's do the next season. Your heir! Yes! Finally! Okay, Automod. Going a little bit too far. I understand why this time, though. See, yes, but also May is a very heavy sleeper when she actually gets to sleep. But also, I wouldn't be able to do that. It would have to be her husband, since I don't live with her. She's in another city. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a new child and holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. Let's say my son, because I have sons. The assembled nobles break out into a polite applause, but designating an heir, you've cemented the stability. Your Serene Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your son. What is his name? So, let's say his name is Abba. Abba. His name is Abba. ABA. Excellent. Your August Majesty. I'm sure that little Abba will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Accept a visit from the Spy Master soon. Okay, what is my ambition? It took so long just to get an heir. An old debt. How do you expect me to take this seriously, you crack-brained simpleton? Oh, gumble gobble. The insult. I expect me to take this seriously, you crack-brained simpleton. So just the automod is very. Sometimes it takes things out of context. So with the term finger in, that could be construed as something else. Yes. How do you expect me to take this seriously? Shut your daft mouth and give me what I am owed, you honorless dog. But automat is automatic. I have nothing to say with it. I just get to, like, deny or something if I have to. Okay, calm down, both of you. This pimple-headed lackwit, expects me to pay her a huge quantity of gold just because her great-great-grandfather beat my great-great-grandfather in a foot race. A debt owed is a debt owed, is it not? Oh no, Pico, it's you and, Gumble Gobble. Oh, the, like, spike. Okay, let me look. I need to find Spike. Yeah, I don't believe that, Opico. I don't believe that. Where is Spike? Spike doesn't want to be moved. Spike! There you are. So, I'll move you down there for now. Your Majesty, I only recently discovered this debt while combing through my ancestors' journal. Honor dictates that Lord Patrician Gumble Gobble is liable for his ancestors' death. Just note that if you do rebel, your scheme is put on hold. Captain Fox. Captain Fox, you're being bullied. Ow. You've been bullied. I will have to look after this conversation. By sea and storm, this ludicrous, I demand we put this to a vote. Okay. Noble list. You're on your own. The patricians outnumber all of y'all. So, you was in the bathroom? Yes. You were getting bullied. I think Poet stole your bear. And Opiko called you useless because that the North was worse than the East. Yeah, it was something. Um. Okay, so should Lord Patrician Gumble Gobble pay back their ancestors' debt to Countess Opiko? Captain told me to bug you? Oh, really? I said that my province was better than yours. Okay. So we either ordered Lord Patrician Gumble Gobble to pay his debt, which would change some wealth around. Cancel the debt, it's too old to matter. Nice, poet, nice. Not gonna lie, I might be very angry when I don't get that money. Cancel the debt, it's too old to matter, or order Lord Patrician Gumble Gobble to pay his debt, plus 2 centuries of interest. Oh, Pico. It's in the counts. I'm gonna veto order Lord Patrician Gumble Gobble to pay his debt, plus 2 centuries of interest. What the freak? Yeah, Chief Little Turtle likes to put blame on other people's. Yeah. Let's start a vote. We have vote A, order Lord Patrician Gumble Gobble to pay his debt, or vote B, cancel the debt. It's too old of a matter. I will give everyone about a minute to do so. But this will definitely be a shorter game. I'm gonna see if I can try to get through the next season. It is very close. Wait a minute. I'm totally looking at the wrong time. It's not almost time to. Okay. Brain not worky. I thought it was almost 9. It's almost 8. I have another hour. Yay. I was kind of freaking out for a second, thinking I had to raid off soon. I don't. Okay. Was that a burp? No, it wasn't actually. I don't know what sound I made that made it seem like it was a burp though. Anyone else going to vote? It may have been a cough, because I have been coughing a lot. I also don't know how, but I made my sugar-free coffee too sweet. So if I ever were to do a burp on stream, everyone would know. It would be very, very. I have a distinct. I grew up around 2 brothers, along with my class being all boys. So I was very a tomboy growing up, and a lot of that has stuck. Alright. Are we gonna have a tiebreaker, or were we gonna have to do the tiebreaker? Voting tied at 2. I'm going to roll I'm gonna do a, okay. If it's 1, it's A, 2 is B. Rolled a 1, so it's A. So depths below this council is full of idiots. Fine, take your money. So the Defiance is now aggrieved in the coast and enraged in the east. With pleasure. The blistering heat. Your esteemed highness, unfortunate tidings, summer has been exceedingly hot this year, and citizens have been dying from the heat. Hello, silly Alex, welcome in. The harvest will be poor, as you imagine. Let's see, what did you joined the chiefs. Now it's only the counts that are outnumbered. All right. We're gonna say that it's not my problem. I suppose not, Your Serene Highness. Just thought you'd want to know. Hey, thank you for the follow, silly Alex. Welcome in. You are now a wolf pup. Okay, so now we're end season. So we're gonna start the auction. So we're gonna do the chiefs want to build a cathedral in a deer park. It will up faith or down farming. Counts want to up stability or down trade with a library and a thieves guild. And the Grand Bazaar wants to up trade and down stability. And so if you want to, you can use the command !fund, where XY, so the fund X is the character code, and Y is the amount you're pledging. So if you want to fund like 500 to the cathedral, you do !fund A 500. The Chiefs? I don't remember. I think they want to... Oh, wait. The Chiefs up here. The Chiefs want the trade to go up. To at least 12. So it has to raise other regions' total trade to 12. So, both of the counts and the... you would want the counts and the patricians up. So the Chiefs want trade up to 12. Okay, time's up. Alright, so it's the prison and the Grand Bazaar. Okay, so the prison stability... So stability is down, but trade is up. Nice. You really love your prisons, don't you? So still, the Counts of the East are the only ones that can rebel. They're on the verge of rebellion, at least. So just note, if you want to rebel, your scheme is put on hold. Okay. Your ambition. Okay, let's see what I need to do. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a peacekeeper. You've succeeded on that front. The kingdom is so peaceful and you're renowned for your mercy and wisdom. Well done, your majesty. That sounds good, right? The defiance is now all the defiance is going down. Yay. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you've become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare overthrow you for fear of revolting. My advice, on the other hand, would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies. Defeat their schemes with schemes of their own, but the Chancellor has other ideas. So create a kingdom-wide spy network or become beloved by the Sun folk. I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna rebel, but if it's going up again, I might think about it. Yeah. But this will, so I will be definitely playing this multiple times. So like, what you can do, so if I win or even if I lose, I can play as my kid. And so it's gonna be like a big dynasty. Yeah. But this will require a fine touch. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability and overall trade as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Your Serene Highness, I fear our menagerie is failing to thrive. We thought the bear would be the star of the show, but she just sits in her enclosure looking sad. No one wants to see her. Of course she's sad. She's meant to roam the frozen tundra. Not getting overheated and being fed sweets. Actually, we wondered if she'd like some company. Perhaps the Tetherlands would yield another bear for her type? Okay, so should the council source another bear for Lord Patricia and put in the boxes the second menagerie? So we can either hand the bear over to the chiefs instead, find the bear and companion, bring the bear to live in the royal palace, or the patricians should put on a grand feast for the bear. So what I'm gonna do is I need a lover. Okay, so I think I'm going to do a Monarch's Golden Choice. And find a bear companion. Quack! I hate circuses. Yeah, me too. So, with a golden choice, you guys will get money if you pick for B. Vote A is hand the bear over to the chief and send. Vote B is find the bear companion. Vote C, bring the bear to live in the royal palace. Vote D, the patrician should put on a grand feast for the bear. Vote B is the monarch's golden choice, and you get 500 coins. Oh. I'm going to give another minute to vote before I continue. Ow. Ow. Yes, you traitor. Because that means you're giving away the bear that's giving you money. The bear is actually making you money. Also, the your money was gonna go up to plus 300. Boop. Alrighty, I guess I'm gonna continue. Oh. Let me see. I think Captain Fox is out. We have Opiko. Suri, are you here? Would you like to vote? I always gamble, I don't read. True. I've done that before. Ow, I just popped my finger. This is rigged. Gamble gumble. Voting has closed. The patricians aren't too happy to have lost their star exhibit, but they console themselves with the fact that it turned out to be a pretty boring bear. The bear is transported once more to the north. This time she's increasingly impatient and eats one of her guards along the way. What? Hopefully she'll settle in more comfortably once she gets there. Okay. A deathly request. Noble is here to see you, Your Majesty. He says it's a delicate matter. Lamentably, I'm not merely here for a social call. I sat down to speak with my great-great-uncle Laszlo, and I finally understand what he wants from me. In his youth, he was quite the rake, and he was having an affair with none other than Megalago's great-great-grandmother. He told me that his most passionate letters are hidden somewhere in his longhouse. They must be destroyed for the sake of my family's reputation. That's why he was haranguing you all the time? Indeed so, Your Highness. My grandfather always said Laszlo was very bad-tempered. I suppose that hasn't changed. Trouble is, Megalago refuses to let me anywhere near his longhouse, and I dare not mention the reason, or he'll tell everyone and embarrass my family. Your Highness, I beg you, please tell Megalago to throw open the doors so I can lay the scandal to rest. Okay, so this one is just, it's... Okay, Megalago must hear the truth. You summon Megalago and explain the truth of his ancestors' affair with great-great-uncle Laszlo. Gods be good. No wonder my great-great-grandmother marriage ended in ignominy. This Laszlo was a homewrecker. Still, I appreciate your majesty's candor. It's good that some people speak honestly these days. Soon, great-great-uncle Laszlo is the talk of the north, and an enterprising bardic troupe even... my ears and tail. Hey, Kitsune! A troupe even performs a play poking fun. At the centuries-old scandal, it proves most popular. The Lionheart VT is driven to such distraction by the ghost that he leaves his lands entirely for the holiday, neglecting his holdings and markets. Meanwhile, the church loses some of its foothold in the east. Great-great-uncle Laszlo continued to rampage around the deer park, causing trouble for all who venture near. End season. Yay, chat works for you now. Nice. Okay, so I really don't have issue with money. So I'm going to bring down. I'm gonna. Bribe everyone. No, don't rebel. Rebels next season. If defiance is above authority and stability. Okay. One voted to rebel. Fun. Okay, spy network. So all goes according to plan, Your Majesty. Let me show you. Your spy master takes you through a secret passage in your own private office. I'll take the consolation, but I will bring Ragnarok. Your spy master takes you through a secret passage in your own private office. You emerge from the hidden chamber where a number of hooded figures are waiting. These are my agents. They can blend into a crowd as effortlessly and as they can slip a knife between a traitor's ribs. I wonder, can I do this? I don't know if you can or not, actually. I don't really understand. We've never had a rebellion before. If Twitch allows you. Oh no, so you voted. If your so wonder if that removes it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think it does though. But you'll be rebelling next turn if I can't get the stability or authority up or counts are down. Why didn't I know about this chamber? Don't worry about it. The palace is riddled with secret passages and hidden rooms. I'll keep track of them for you. Soon our spies will infiltrate the courts of all the nobles on your council disguised as traveling bards. One of the spies tosses aside her cloak, revealing a lute and a colorful costume of a troubadour. With charm and flattery, they'll worm their way into your nobles' hearts and minds. Unless you roll good and win here? Yeah, possibly. Then we will have a spy network, the likes of which the world has never seen. I hope you make even the gallant of Trevelyan looks like rank amateur. This should put a stop to their foolish games. And it will keep the kingdom stable for the rest of their reign. A little blackmail is a small price to pay. A week passes before you hear more news. The spy master arrives in your office with a tiny scroll, small as a cherry stem, clutched between two fingertips. This is a message from one of our agents in the field. Your Majesty, I sent her to Chief Silly Alex's clan hall, disguised as a skull with bagpipes on her back. Don't get too excited. This is only the first step. Let's see what she has to say. Wait to hear the success of your fledgling spy. Yes! The spy master studies the scroll for a moment with a smile creeps across her face. She holds it over the candle flame and it vanishes in a puff of cinders. She's been welcomed into Chief Celiax's court with open arms and is already flattering them with fawning songs. Let's hope our other spies are just as successful. Over the next few weeks, you receive back word from more and more of your agents. Almost all of them have successfully wormed their way into the nobles' courts. Now we must hope they can maintain their cover. Okay. The stability is not extremely high. A few more weeks pass. You wait anxiously for news of your spy's progress. One day your spy master appears at your desk, her face lit by a triumphant smirk. Good news, Your Majesty. Our spies have uncovered some of your nobles' darkest secrets. Did you know Chief Alex has an irrational fear of lemons? You do now? Oh no! We even have a few illicit romances. Why is everything about Alex? I don't know. Lemons of all things, I know, right? We even have a few illicit romances between the nobles and our generically attractive bards. The blackmail writes itself. This has gone better than I expected. I'm the rebel one and they just target Alex. You do enjoy the services of an excellent spy master, but we can't get complacent. We must see if our other spies are equally successful. Over the next few weeks, your spies send back more and more positive reports. Soon you've established a spy network throughout the entire kingdom. It's with a sense of smugness that you call your next council session. As the nobles file in, you realize you know all their secrets, their weaknesses, everything. Listen, your serene highness. I was thinking that taxes have been awfully high lately. I've been having low taxes, Surrey. I have had low taxes because of my treasury being high. Consistently. What do you mean they've been too high? Oh, we can all vote, no problem. But as the nobles walk up to the ballot box, your spy master swoops in and takes them aside. She whispers in their ear. One by one, you watch their expressions turn to horror. No taxes or war. See, the partitions are scammers. I know, right? By the 9th, how did you know that? Only my mother knows about that. Oh, no, sorry. And it can stay that way. Just vote the way we tell you to vote. I destroyed the evidence. You can't prove anything. Poe in the box says. You'd be surprised what I can prove. I know exactly where to dig. But if you vote the way I tell you, maybe I'll misplace my shovel. Hey, care for some lemonade? Oh no, Alex. Leave me alone. I'll do whatever you say. Sure enough, when the votes come back, it's unanimous. All the nobles, for perhaps the first time, have voted exactly how you wanted them to. I can get used to this. When you leave the council hall, the nobles are quiet. They know a new era has begun, an era of cooperation, or else. Your husband meets you back at your chambers. Your heir, Abba the second in his arms. Does this mean I can stop worrying? You'll be safe from now on? Oh, Marcel! He's actually a sweetie. He's not one... I've seen so many people play where the husband is, like, kind of offish and, like, say, oh, you took over. Congrats. It's he's just like, you'll be safe from now on. This is where my reign really begins. Everyone who across me will pay. We should start teaching little Abba II how to follow in Mike's footsteps. Good thing. After this, I get the feeling he'll be wearing a crown one day. That night, you sleep an untroubled sleep for the first time since you first sat on the throne. No matter their grievances, the nobles will never again dare to defy you. You simply need to mention offhandedly that you know about what they did last winter, or that you know where they sleep at night. The monarch is victorious, so the attempt to woo Pestia to the eastern cause was doomed to failure. The wizard retreated once more from politics, but not before afflicting Countess Not Your CIA Agent with explosive hemorrhoids. What? That's disturbing. What? Democracy dives in lemons. I didn't do that. That was the wizard. So the East invoked the plan of a wizard to try to overthrow me. It was the wizard that did that to Not Your CIA Agent. Yeah. The Chiefs' agreement with the ice giants fell apart. So the Chiefs... Nah, it's not me. I'm not a wizard, I'm a witch. There's a difference. Also, not really a witch. We're elves that have magic, so... the Chiefs' agreement with the ice giants fell apart, and the giants ended up attacking the north instead. The subsequent war kept the Chiefs too busy to worry about matters of the throne. So they're just in a war. All that remained of the patricians' attempt to usurp the crown was a prisoner deep under the palace, clad in iron mask and shrouded in rumor. Oh, there's a prisoner. Who's the prisoner? I don't know who the prisoner is. Odin's Hall and giants fighting a war. Poetic. Yep. Queen Elphaba ruled from the shadows, getting her way in the council with blackmail and threats. Not really. I never really threatened anyone. I just kind of was, like, very complacent and was, like, trying to keep stability up. The nobles were terrified, but the peasants considered it the golden age. After 15 years of unquestioned rule, Queen Elphaba died peacefully in bed, and the nobles let out a collective sigh of relief. I was Queen Elphaba the Greedy. What? How was? I guess I did keep getting the. I did keep getting the treasury up, but every time the treasury was up, I put the taxes really low. So I don't know if that's considered greedy or not. But game link, 2 years, 9 months, spouse Marcella of the Coast, and success for King Abba II. I do have time to start the next, so I can continue the game. Yes, so King Abba with purple hair. He's not purple hair, you got blue hair. What? Alright, load game. Apparently you have to join in again. You have to join in again if you want to participate. Yeah, no, May. I don't know why my son has blue hair. And a scar on his face. And green eyes. I have purple hair and, like, blue eyes. I don't think your husband was that great. I know, right? So it does put you back into your respective houses. Let me grab what drink so you guys can keep doing exclamation point join. But yeah. Oh no, why? Why did I move? Move back. No, my god was rolling. Oh, yeah, you got a 12. Okay, so begin game. But I did read that actually winning your first game is like winning a game is like 4%. So let's do council introduction. So now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the council of nobles. So I'm going to introduce myself to the chiefs of the north. Good luck in the days ahead, your greatness. You'll need it dealing with us lot. Introduce yourself, counts to the east. An honor to finally make your acquaintance, your grace. I was dismayed to hear of your mother's passing. Introduce yourself to the patricians of the coast. A pleasure, your esteemed highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your mother fought so hard for? The path to victory. So, your majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your mother out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for an opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Okay, so I did, as a peacekeeper last time. Yes, you do look spiffy, poet. Let's go for, the authority this time. So, goal authority. I see you're the type who likes to build lots of statues of yourselves, aren't you? I suggest over the next few years, you focus on improving your authority as much as possible. Faith, let's fall into fanaticism. Yeah. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss your ambition in progressing. Good luck, your majesty. Can't spell. Nice. Yes, those words are hard sometimes. Alright, coronation. Your majesty, it was an honor to serve your mother, but now it's time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Let's get this over with. I know how this is gonna go. Shall we call the nobles in? I'm gonna veto throw the king into the river. No, I shouldn't. I know people like that. The only thing is the authority. I don't like the authority going down. I'll just start the vote. I know this is like so early in the game, so it's like it doesn't matter too much. I love that the treasury is still pretty high. So like even though like it's a new not dynasty but new game, the treasury is still at that point. Anyone else is going to vote? So, okay, this is hilarious. So that's all the votes. I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna roll 2 so that it's completely fair. Yes. I rolled a 1. Dang it. I like doing rolls so that it's, yeah. I know. I can't swim though. It's decided the king will be thrown into the river. At least if my mother could swim, so I can swim, right? It is decided the king will be thrown into the river, and so it begins. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank soaking wet, the chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Alright. End season. Bogdan of the Itzapico dynasty, eccentric Eastern enigma, leans delicacy on the podium sign. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false king Abba II wears the crown. How is he the false king when he's legitimately the legitimate heir? Like, I didn't even go for, like, other options of, like, appointing someone else. I had my own kid. How is he false? So, allow. I'm not gonna lie, Doctor, shut up. It's like, yeah. Alright, Opico. Okay, so you're gonna lower defiance. So the doppelganger strat. Okay, cool. Voting has closed. The counts plan to swap the real king for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spy master. To advance their scheme, the counts must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. The chiefs, so Silly Alex. Ivor of the Silly Alex clan, powerful northern orator, stands precariously on the longhouse, crossbeam spitting as they speak. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter King Abba II. How do we make that happen? Sorcery, intimidation, or prophecy? Sorcery is raise authority, intimidation is raise stability, prophecy is Ray's authority. So yeah. All right. The chiefs plan to hold the king hostage in his own palace. First, they must lull the spy master into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Octavia of the Poe-in-the-Box family, charismatic coastal rapscallion, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, muttering in frustration. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Abba. Really? You're not my kid! Something must be done. Monopoly, conspiracy, or corruption. So monopoly is raised on trade, conspiracy is lower treasury, or corruption is lower authority. So this is for Surrey, Poet, and Gumble. Give another minute for Surrey and... Okay. Well, I guess that's going to be it, because even if Surrey votes... Okay, there you go. That works. It's a unanimous. It's like, even if you voted something else, it still would have been that. The patricians plan to turn the throne into a commodity that can be bought and sold at will. First, they must ensure that the rule of law is crumbling. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Let's see if during this dynasty, if we'll have 2 deaths in one go, like we did last time. Okay, so right now, the current laws are veto and monarch's vote. So we can do iron choice, swing vote, or stop the count. I would say probably, let's do a iron choice. Because I'm working on doing stability. Or authority. Alrighty, the honor guard. So one day, you're walking through the palace gardens when you're confronted by an unusual sight. One of your palace watch is standing guard, but instead of a pike, he's holding a mop. What? Fearlessly defending me from dust, are you? Last week, a grubby little urchin kicked me in the shins and stole my proper pike. I grabbed the first replacement I could find. Get a new pike right now. I tried, but the quartermaster was too drunk. I can only apologize, Your Majesty. The Palace Watch have been more incompetent than usual recently. It's obvious you need a proper honor guard to protect you. But first, how can we improve the watch? So I'm going to do the monarch's vote and do invite northern soldiers to provide training. Yeah, I'd like to put these soldiers into shape. I don't know if you meant, like, I don't know if you actually know of the Legally Blonde the musical, but there's a song in there that's really reminding me now of what you just said. So. But yeah, it's like trying to remember what the words are. Anna Koishi, welcome in. You're now a wolf pup. Thank you for the follow. Alright, we have invite Northern soldiers to provide training. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna lower defiance, lower military, and up authority. Cool. The chiefs are honored that their martial prowess is acknowledged. A squad of hardy northern warriors soon whip your watch into shape. Thank you, Koishi. I love that. That is really... okay, so I do a lot of theater, or I used to do a lot of theater growing up, so I know a lot of musicals, and there's a lot of times things will happen in stream, someone will say something, and I'll just be like, in my mind, I'll just be listening to a song, because I'm like, yeah, whip into shape. Yep, I know the song. Military is now powerful. Forgot the damage because I was having fun. Oh, nice. If one thing's clear from this mess is that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe, not like these kittens. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and your region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be local to your coin above all. So, bearded oafs with axes and no manners. They'll get drunk and cause trouble in the palace. No discipline at all, and I can't guarantee they won't run off on some random quest, but they're honorable and in fight unbeatable. Yeah, what's better than hardy northerners? The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought in actual battle. They mostly write poems these days. And the Gladiators is a gang of low-born crooks who've turned themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people to bits, though vain and be selfish. Okay, so I made my decision, and I think I want the Northern Warriors. The Coastal is now grumbling. So Defiance is now grumbling, and Defiance is now loyal. The warrior heroes arrive a few weeks later. They swagger in with big grins and bigger axes, belching and singing and roaring and unsavory jokes. One of their courtiers faints. Oh, great. Missing nobles. Your Highness, a number of chiefs have gone missing in the east. They traveled to Countess Sophiko's castle to negotiate. Great, is this gonna happen again where we're gonna kill two people? It's Sophiko Castle to negotiate a trade agreement, but they should have returned weeks ago. The missing chiefs never even made it to my lands. They most likely got lost. The east is in a dangerous place. Who's gone missing? Anyone I care about? The 3 chiefs are missing. Tana, Scold, and Chief Silly Alex! No! No! It's always the new people! Not me! Save me! Yeah, I didn't see them. It's always the council duck. I know, right? So last time they, kidnapped Poet, and Poet died, because they never found Poet. And then, what was it? CIA agent died too because he was accused. So where could they have gone? Just north of my estate lies the Mild Powder Estate Forest to the west, the Twilight Lakeland, and to the south, Ilarian's Haunt. I like to live remotely, does wonders for the soul. I'm certain that this is some kind of ploy by Countess Itzopiko. In a few months' time, she'll quietly offer us a ransom. Blood and stars, don't be so foolish. We'll find them. We just have to decide where to focus our efforts. No, not you, Suri. It's, Silly Alex. Who are you? Where are you in, though? Yeah, you're not the Counts. It's Apiko. Apiko's being questioned. But it's Silly Alex. I think I learned from that my late father died because we killed the Count, so I suggest we try to find them. Yeah. I'm gonna... Alright, just vote. I guess it's the Counts are voting. Or the North is voting. So you're voting for the North. Okay, only I don't credits have Maester. Yeah, 4 seems like a good place to get lost in search. I wonder if Alex can vote even though they're not even here. And I wonder. Yeah, they should be able to, so... But it's already 4, so, like, everyone's voting going to Mount Patter's Palace. Voting has closed. Just have a flare. Alright, save me, I say from beyond. 100 trackers and a legion of sniffer dogs are sent into the... No, Surrey! Surrey has turned me into my twin. I am now May. I am now May Nightshade, not Faye. 100 trackers and a legion of sniffer dogs are sent into the Mount Patter Forest to search for Silly Alex and the other chiefs. They turn up safe and sound. Okay, Silly is safe. If a little cold and shaken at a Trolden folk camp deep in the forest, the Trolden folk found them wandering into the woods and looked after them. Once returned to the north, the missing chiefs to establish a new trade route, not with Count. Although Opiko, sorry Opiko, you lost a trade. But you lost the trade, not with Countess Opiko, but with the trade info. I didn't eat them, I mean see them. Yeah. Okay. A fishy wedding? So, Your Majesty, the Archduke of Sol has invited you to his forthcoming wedding. Your attendance would help shore up relations between your two great nations. Depths below, great nation, the Isle of Sol is nothing more than a nest of pirates and cutthroats. And I heard it is a proper marriage anyway. The Archduke is marrying a fish. What? To be fair, I neither lose trade or get my head chopped up. Yeah, I'd rather... It's no longer a curse when I can control by the will power when it happens. That is true. But, the Archduke is marrying a fish. It's naturally fishy situation. The groom is a finfolk, one of the denizens of the sea, perfectly sapient and actually amphibious. I am questioning my life right now. Well, the church doesn't agree with a man marrying a fish. We mustn't legitimize this force by allowing the king to attend. What? Hello, Bigger. Welcome in. You have joined the chiefs. You are now of the north. Why is happening that? I don't know why. Okay. So, A is, of course, the king should attend the wedding. B is the king will not attend but will send his warm regards. And C is condemn the wedding and sever diplomatic ties with the Isle of Sol. See, it's tempting. I mean, I might make the iron choice there. No, it's oh yeah, bigger you want to up the stability, at least for now. The patricians want to lower authority, and the doppelganger or the counts want to lower stability. So you actually don't want to up stability. You'd actually want the defiance. You want to down defiance. No, you can't change vote. At least now. So there is a like law that I can pass where it's like you can allow. I can click and it'll say like allow votes, but that's only certain times that I can do that. I decided not to do that, or at least I picked the iron choice. It is tied. So I will pick. Because I'd really rather not. I mean, yeah, so I don't really want defiance to go up. I also don't want stability to go up anymore. So, these regards be warm? Can they be icy cold? I'll compose a polite refusal. With a company. I did coins last time though. I made it very fair last time. Now I want to win. I want to win again. I'll compose a polite refusal with accompanying congratulations, but it's a shame this was a chance for real diplomatic progress. When the common folk of the coast hear about the Archduke's wedding, they're broadly supportive of the union. Public opinion turns against the overly strict church. So the faith is abysmal. But end of season. Okay, so the chiefs want a library and the Thieves Guild. The library up stability, the Thieves Guild down trade. Fortress wants the Count's fortress up military, stadium down military. And patricians is up trade and down authority. So we're starting the auction now. Sorry, you're actually the richest person in the kingdom, and Bigger is the poorest just because he joined recently. Yes, you are too fast. So right now, it's the fortress and the stadium are being funded. We have 28 seconds. Okay, now the Grand Bazaar is being funded. So now it's in between C and E. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Okay, it's still C and E. C and D, just at the last minute! So is military, okay, this is hilarious. You upped military and then down military, so you evened it out. There was no progress. No progress whatsoever. You lost money for no reason. Yeah, no one else got anything, so it's a win. You messed up. Your esteemed highness, your august majesty, something most strange has occurred in the Ghost Sea. A new island has risen halfway between our shores in the Isle of Sail. The Finfolk raise it from the depths using their weird ocean magic. It's true, your majesty, the Finfolk raised the island to celebrate the marriage of their prince of the Archduke of Sal. They will gift it to him on the day of the ceremony. Yeah, it's okay, Poet. I understand. Suri is at work as well and is also in the same boat as you. Possibly, I don't know. This terrible news that island is of immense strategic importance. We can't let it fall into Salish hands. I wonder if I might create a command that will do like a countdown so that I can like say like, hey, there's 15 seconds about it. Oh, so Poet is currently on the phone and at work, so they are kind of in and out.
What the dog
vote.
doing?
What the dog do? The dog is whining and wanting to be out of her kennel. Doggo. And the chicks are just being my little babies. You're so cute. I love my chickies. We sometimes post pictures of our pets in our Discord. Oh, I'm pushing mail around and trying not to pass out for me. Yeah. And this is terrible news. That island is of immense strategic importance. We can't let it fall into Salish hands. Okay, so right now we can A, send the king to conduct secret negotiations with the Finfolk. Ow. B, pay a wizard to sink the island back into sea. No! C, send the king to seduce the Finfolk prince sabotaging the wedding. What? Okay, I don't want to pay 2,100, so I'm gonna veto that. There you go, A or C. A, send the king of Condra to conduct secret negotiations with the Finfolk, or C, send the king to seduce. Oh no, why? But this is the last season for today. I'll do everything in this season, and then we will stop here for this morning. And then I will actually be back with King of the Castle on Friday. I will be getting the schedule up today. Alright, capital idea. Oh, great. We want fish wife. What? No, wait. Well, you're unattached, and you'd make a far better match for this Finfolk prince than the Archduke of some rainy little island. If I must. Preparations begin for your clandestine visit to one of the Finfolk's undersea villages. Your chancellor has heard of magic reeds that allow the bearer to breathe underwater, but such a thing will take weeks to track down. At least that gives you time to prepare for your underwater visit and to buy some waterproof roses. Hey, I'm offending the spouse thing. Your Majesty, it's important that you find a spouse sooner rather than later. Yes, let me find a spouse before I have to go to the fishies. I don't want to marry a fish. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, men, women, or do you not mind? I'm gonna say women this time. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. This isn't fair at all, Your Grace. Ever since those Trojan folk helped the chiefs, they've struck up a rapport with each other. Hey, Penguin! Welcome in. How are you doing today? This is the last season that we're doing this morning, so you can still join, but this is the last season. I am finishing up here so that I can raid off and do breakfast and homeschool my boys. Oh, it's Root Beer! Hello! That's why I didn't do as a first chat. That's why. Now I'm all for friendly coexistence, but now they've signed a trade deal with each other. The Chiefs were supposed to sign an agreement with us. Not gonna lie, my guy looks like Netflix adaptation of Dracula. That's true. Now I'm all for friendly coexistence, but now they've signed a trade deal with each other. The Chiefs were supposed to sign an agreement with us. Okay. So the East. We neither forbid the Chiefs from trading with the Trolls, which that would up Defiance and switch trade around. Encourage the Counts to set up their own trade with the Trojan folk. Ask the patricians to step in and trade. Leave the Counts to their own devices. Let's ask the patricians to step in and trade with the Counts. Yeah, I just felt like root beer really didn't fit me since my character was mostly a penguin with a root beer bottle. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sometimes rebranding is needed. May and I did that last year? 2 years ago? Last year. We did it last year, actually. So turning their backs on the Chiefs, the Counts divert most of their trade toward the patricians, who are happy to profit. So trade is now dynamic, and trade is now wealthy in the East and the coast. Meanwhile, tensions simmer between the Counts and the Chiefs, so stability is now civil. Okay, so this is the end of the season. I'm going to click end of the season. We'll do the end of the season thing, which is taxes. I will down up divide counts. Okay. See, I don't really want your defiance to be low. So I'm gonna up it a little bit. That's why I'm not doing it to the Chiefs, I'm doing it only to the Counts. You know what? Yeah, you're right. You're a little bit less well off. All right. Okay, so this next time on Friday, partitions are more healthier. I know, but you were also close with your goal, so that's why. This time, I'm actually going to be a little bit more hardcore with trying to beat everyone. But yes, so I will be back with this on Friday. Friday morning. So tomorrow morning, I will be doing Mages of Australia. Wednesday morning, I will be doing Sailforth. Thank you for the stream and the game. I love this game. Yes, I love this game too. Thank you for jumping in and joining. First time and I played it and it was fun. It is a ton of fun. I love it. Hey, thank you for the care package. Got my drink, my stretch, and my posture check. Alright. So we're doing Mages of Australia tomorrow. Wednesday will be Sailforth. You got your driver's test tomorrow. Oh, okay. Good luck, silly. You got this. Thursday morning is actually a collab. We're doing a collab. Meg will actually be live Thursday morning because it's a collab with it's a collab. We're doing a competition in supermarket together. We're gonna be trying to make the most money and beat out the other groups that are playing as well. And then Thursday night will be something. I don't know how to talk to May about Thursday night. Friday night will be Friday morning will be King of the Castle. Friday night will be here is the YouTube link for those for if you want to watch some of the videos. I am uploading a lot of clips from some old VODs that I did. So I'm uploading some Phasmo clips this week, as well as I might upload some clips from this game as well. But then what what? As well as and then on Friday morning we'll be playing this, and then Friday night will be a variety game with Solo and Gray. It's really up to them. Last week we did Ludo. We might be doing Roblox. And then Saturday we might actually be streaming with Solo. We will see, depending on how he is feeling. This last Saturday we didn't stream because I was sick. I was sick yesterday and Saturday, so. But yeah. So let's see who to raid. We are not doing an ad. Here is the pup raid. I usually look on your names. It's much appreciated. Pup raid and sub raid. There you go. So this is for those who are subbed. If you are subbed, you get these special emotes. So let me look. Let's raid into tactics. We don't get to raid into tactics too much. We did raid within the last month, but it's been about a month. So they are doing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So yeah. Never mind. I think they're raiding off. Never mind, they're raiding off. Okay, so let me look to see who else to raid. Okay, so let's raid. They are sleeping. Fun! No one else is playing King of the Castle right now. Let's raid Ghosty. They are doing, I guess, yeah. They're doing like some kind of subathon. Alright, so yeah, let's start the raid. Until next time. I'll see everyone later. We're raiding into Ghosty. So, until next time, bye!
And hi, Eagle Scout. I think it is a good luck potion. I truly do. I have never had so much bad back-to-back-to-back bad luck. Ever. Not once have I had so much bad luck in my life. Guys, 3 days ago, my house, 2 inches of water. I had to vacuum up water
Preventative
with one
murder,
of those big
100%.
hose vacuums.